welcome to the Way TV Charity Network. I'm Meri Crouley. You know, in January of 2014, the Way TV went to Park Cities, Utah to be part of the Sundance Film Festival. We had such an amazing time there. There were so many different films that were being screened and people that were there, and I interviewed so many different actresses and producers, directors, and even publicists. And you're going to hear and see some of those clips today. You're going to see that such an amazing group of people has come to Hollywood and be a part of the new renaissance that's taking place in film and part of what the Way TV Charity Network is doing around the world.
I'm here with Ben Kweller, who's really stellar because I really like his hair. Don't you know, it's green. And I think that means, like, for the money. Did you do it green for the money?
No, but maybe. There's some good luck in there. I don't know. But I just did it the other night, manic panic, you know, in the bathroom, hotel bathroom.
Oh, my gosh.
I tried not to make too big of a mess. I did all right, you know.
Wow. Well, anyway, he's here also. Not only did he do an interview with the station, the local station here, but also he's here. He did, actually, he's playing a movie. Tell me a little bit about the movie.
It's called Rudderless, and it's actually kind of a dark and sad film, but it's also got a lot of uplifting moments. There's like a father and son drama about a boy that gets killed in a school shooting, and his father discovers a bunch of music that his son wrote. No one knew he was a songwriter, and the dad forms a band with these young kids to play his son's music and kind of get closer to his son that he lost. And so I play the bass player in the band, Willie, and it was William H. Macy's directorial debut, one of my favorite actors of all time, so it was his first time to be behind the camera and really direct, and my first time to act, really, you know. Billy Crudup is in it, and Anton Yelchin and Selena Gomez has a part in it, so it's a pretty fun cast and good songs, so yeah.
Well, so how did you hear about this movie? Where did they cast you from?
Well, it's funny how it's crazy to even talk about because it started 4 years ago. I got an email through our website, benkweller.com. The writer, this guy, said, hey, I'm writing a movie, and I based the main character after you. I'm a huge fan of your music, and I want you to read the script if you'd ever be interested in acting. And I was like, okay, sure, send it, you know. And this was 4 years ago. And I talked to him, and I was like, yeah, I'd love to do it. Just keep me in touch. Like, I had no idea if it was real or not. And then a few months later, he said, hey, we're talking to William H. Macy about playing one of the roles. And I was like, okay, heard of him, you know, that's real. And then a few months later, it was like, William H. Macy he loves it so much he wants to direct it. And so just like one thing after another. And then finally it got to the point where, like, I was like, God, I'm nervous now. Like, I don't know if I can play, because Quentin is the lead kid in the band. So they ended up getting Anton Yelchin because they needed a real actor. And I was like, look, man, like, at one point in the beginning, I was into doing it, but now it's so real, like, and Macy.
Were you getting a little scared and nervous?
Oh, yeah, totally. Because Quentin was every page. He's, like, in that film all over. And Macy was like, dude, I still want you in the film. And you can be Quentin's best friend, Willie. And I was like, right on. I can play that. You know, I can be the bass player, sidekick. So that's what I do in the movie.
let me see you acting a little bit, playing bass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, you can pucker the lips a little bit, whatever, you know. Willie's kind of a smart ass in the film, my character, so, you know, I got to be kind of a dick a little bit. It was fun.
You didn't have green hair in the movie, though, did you?
No, it was jet black.
So, but it had to do with a school shooting. William A. Macy's character, actually his son got killed in a school shooting?
Well, they wanted William H. Macy to play the father, but then he decided not to do it. He wanted to direct it instead. So they got Billy Crudup from Almost Famous to play the father. And yeah, basically, Billy's character, his son gets killed in a school shooting. After they're cleaning out his dorm, they find all these CDRs of songs that the kid wrote. And, like, it was really heavy, you know? And so for cathartic reasons, the dad goes to the open mic to play one of his kids' songs just to, like, reconnect somehow spiritually, you know? His son's gone. And then Quentin, Anton Yelchin, follows him out of the bar and is like, dude, what was that song? You got to do this. Put together a band. And the Crudup's like, "Nah, leave me alone," and basically finally convinces him to form a band. And there's great twists and turns, and it's a cool film.
And actually, this film is going to be showing the last night of Sundance, correct?
Correct.
Wow. You know, that's interesting about the school shootings. I've actually done several interviews with people that have been involved with school shootings. In fact, Dr. Bruce Porter, a good friend of mine, who actually did the eulogy at the first victim of Columbine, Rachel Scott. And he's been to many school shootings all across the United States to try to console them and give them hope. It's actually a horrible thing what's been happening. But anyway, well, I'm so amazed about who you are. Just tell the people a little bit more about your music.
Okay. Well, I'm a solo artist, Ben Kweller, Kweller, and
You're from Austin, Texas?
Yeah, I'm from Austin, Texas, and I kind of broke out from the New York scene in the early 2000s. That's when I really started, touring with the Strokes and Kings of Leon when they were first starting out, and a lot of those bands, and I feel like I've had great success. I'm not a household name, but I have a great fan base and people that love my music all over the world, and it's amazing. I get to do what I love and be an artist and write songs and make records, and so I feel very lucky.
Well, amazing. Well, so last comment, last thing to say. People watching, I've been asking a lot of the artists this question. What would you say to the one watching that really wants to be a musician or an actor? What advice would you give them?
Well, I can really only speak about the musicians, because the acting thing, I have no clue. That just kind of happened for me. But as a musician, I mean, it's your passion. I always felt like music was the only thing I could do. It was the only thing I was great at, and I think that's the key. If you feel like there's nothing else, like I never had a backup plan or a plan B for myself. It was just going to be music or nothing, and you just got to keep that determination and just be an artist and be creative, write songs. I mean, that's so important. And even if you're not a writer, just work with people, jam, like work on your instrument, develop your chops, never give up, and you'll find your path, and it's not always about success in the public's eye. Success is in here, and feeling content and sitting on, I write songs sitting on the bed alone in a room, and I'm just as happy when you write a great song and you're alone. I'm like, right on. That's the same as playing in front of 2,000 people that are singing it back to you. I mean, there's no difference. So it starts there alone, and you gotta always keep that,
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you for coming to the Way TV Charity Network.
Right on.
And what you heard him say is always go for your dreams, always believe, and never quit.
That's it.
Thank you for watching the Way TV Charity Network. Wasn't those some great interviews with such talented actresses and musicians, and there was producers and people that just want to make a difference in the media today. If you have an event or a premiere or something that you would like the Way TV Charity to come and be a part of, and let us know if you like the program or want to be a part of an up-and-coming event. Thanks for watching the Way TV Charity Network, and hope to see you soon.